And we have some of the greatest tools in the world. I'm talking about high scientific, a lot of thought behind each and every tablet or capsule, and you can win this war. The battle against the bulge is for you to win. And guess what? isXperia, you've got the best of the best. So why don't we just give it our best of the best? And when we put our best of the best to action, we can win the 40-plus conundrum. We can win the plateau problem. And it begins with is lean and calorie-free to open the gate. Select becomes the artillery to win the war. And if you're already there, I promise you that you've got to have a metabolic power source, and it comes from OPC, is green, and aloe red. And that is the rest of the story.
Dr. Rouse, thank you so much. And we had, I know we'll have some questions coming in to let everybody know on the online. I'm going to put it on moderated text chat, and you can go ahead and start texting your questions to Dr. Rouse. You will not see them, but he will, and we will get to those questions. I know we had one question right away that talked about the agave nectar, and I know that the xylitol, I know you've spoken many times on that, that is probably the best sugar substitute or a natural sugar to use, not only because it tastes so good and it's good for us. I think you told me it turned into water when it went into your system, but it also prevents tooth decay, killed streptococcus, many other things that you've talked about. But somebody did want to know about if they could take the agave nectar.
You know, agave nectar is a cactus, and it does have its own good flavoring, and in moderation. That's in small amounts. The products that we use agave nectar with are organic, very limited amounts, and it doesn't affect the glycemic index. If you go high doses of agave nectar, you can actually raise the blood sugar. So again, it's in moderation.
Okay.
I do love xylitol, as you mentioned a moment ago. That's a perfect sweetener for the perfect time.
Right, and I know that we have the xylitol in our Burst, which is amazing. I heard someone say earlier they put xylitol in their coffee. I guess we could do that, and it would taste great. And I know that in the future we've got a lot more xylitol products coming out. We'll be excited about that. Let's get to a couple more questions, and one for sure that I got by email before this call started, and that question was, can someone take to get their energy in the morning and get their weight loss started off quickly, taking the Select in the morning, like one Select or even a half a Select, and then can they take one or two of the regular is lean and calorie free in the afternoon?
You know, that's absolutely fine. My wife takes the Select and the is lean together in the morning.
Okay, so you can take those at the same time.
Sure, they're designed to work together.
Okay. And let's say someone can only take a half. They take like a half in the morning and a half of the Select in the afternoon. So they could take a half a Select and one regular is lean in the morning, and then the same thing in the afternoon.
Ooh, that'd be a good thing.
Good. And like you said, and then the calorie free. Let's see if we've got any other questions. Let's see. They're coming in pretty fast, and it makes everything jump, so let's get to one. Is there any contraindications with prescription meds with either the Select or the regular is lean or the calorie free?
You know, the is lean and calorie free are home free. I mean, you can go at them. Select has a warning on that bottle, so I do suggest that if you don't fit the criteria of the package insert on the side panel, it's best to go at it only under medical supervision, because sure,
okay,
somebody had a high blood pressure or a heart rhythm problem, we don't want to mess with any of their drugs.
Okay, they need to check with their doctor if they have anything like that. Let's see, here's one. Can a person that is taking antidepressants use is lean or is leans or Select? They were asking about when the is Life and also the Select are going to be on the websites, which I know the Select is there now. You can purchase Select in your back office. Is Life is going to be pretty soon. But how about that, Dr. Rouse? if they're taking antidepressants?
Yeah, you know what? As we mentioned a moment ago, when the lymphatic and the liver are congested, one of the major side effects of a congested liver and a stagnant lymphatic is mood swings, depression, mully grubs. So, yeah, what we're doing there is moving the bile, making the lymphatic flow. People feel cleaner, healthier, more wholesome. But will it interfere with their prescription drug? No. It doesn't.
Okay, and here's one from Vicki. If someone's over 40, and she was wanting to know, can they take the regular Isline, 3 of those a day, and the Select, 2 of those a day, and calorie-free?
Yeah, they can do that. And you know, everybody has their own sensitivity zone. I can give, some people can't drink a cup of tea or cola without some central nervous system effect. But yeah, that dosing there, 232 should be fine.
Okay, and here's a great question from Annie in Ohio. She wanted to know, are you supposed to take Isline Select, and calorie-free each day? And she thought, she was saying, is Isline Select, was that just a stronger Isline? And that's not right. The Isline Select, or the Select, as we call it now, and the regular Isline, those are 2 separate products. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we prefer that the calorie-free and the Isline be used regularly to open the gate. Mm-hmm. And yes, take Select with those 2 to bump the system, to make the system. We're talking about people that have the 40-plus conundrum, mm-hmm. or people that are plateaued, people that are really stubborn. I had a lady that came in today, is having phenomenal success with just Isline, mm-hmm. just Isline alone. But then again, Jack, you and I know many people who, even with the best of calorie-free and Isline, they need a little more, and that's where Isline Select is good to put with it.
Right, and I know when you develop the regular Isline, now that works on a few more parts of the body than the Select. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's designed to work with the hypothalamus of the brain, the adrenal system, the thyroid function. We're going after more of the opening the gates of the thyroid and the adrenal to make things work.
And here's one from Karen, wanting to know about the vitamin D levels. And I know that we have the vitamin D coming in the new Is Life, and that'll be 2,500 units per scoop. And I know she was talking about how current is your vitamin D level on your medical laboratory reports. And I know you've talked about this many times. She was talking about how she's seen a lot of companies out there are still using the ranges from the 1940s, and that's so true, Karen. Dr. Rice, I know you've taught many, many times. You gave us a website also to go, an independent website to look about vitamin D3, and that really talks about, I'm assuming, the minimum that you need to take per day is 5,000 units. Is that correct?
That is correct, and shorter, 1/2 to 1/4 of that. And yes, vitamindcouncil.org, perfect website.
vitamindcouncil.org.
Now, think about this, Jack. In Canada, medical science doctors insist that you take vitamin D because they have proven that it is anti-cancer, anti-flu,